know, he texted me. He said he's close, the other guy.
Oh, yeah?
But I'll start before he gets here, I guess. Maybe start in about 2 or 3 minutes.
So whenever we're not done, I'm gonna turn these down.
Welcome, everyone. Mine didn't come on.
You got the ruler?
Testing, testing. Welcome, everyone, to the District 3 Wrestling Team Championships. It's a first-round match between Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley at Central Dauphin High School. Tonight's match will be brought to you by F&M Trust. When you want banking that's done your way, try F&M Trust. Not only does F&M Trust have secure mobile and online banking, they have 22 community offices, all right here in South Central Pennsylvania. So get banking done your way. Visit fmtrustonline.com today. Member FDIC. Also brought to you by Battery Express and more. And more means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. Battery Express and more, the power that keeps you going. 2364 Warm Spring Road, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. Phone is 717-331-6996. Winter is here, and Franklin Hardware and Pet Center in Chambersburg has your supplies. Snow shovels of all types, de-icer, salt, and everything that goes with winter weather conditions. Stock up now at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. Phone is 717-263-2624. And also, you can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services out of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Also brought to you tonight by the booster clubs of both Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley. As I said, we're here at Central Dauphin tonight. This is a first-round match, and there's also going to be another first-round match going on at the same time. That one is Central Dauphin against Lampeter Strasburg. Chambersburg comes in as the number 6 seed. Cumberland Valley is number 11, which is kind of an anomaly because Cumberland Valley beat Chambersburg 36-33 earlier in the season, and the Eagles actually won the Mid-Penn Commonwealth, going undefeated in the league. They had 4 losses to 3 teams outside District 3 plus Dallastown. That's one reason why they dropped to number 11. But trust me, they're a quality team, and we hope to have a really good match. Cumberland Valley has made 23 appearances in the District 3 team championships. That's the most of any school. Dallastown is next with 20. And the Eagles' overall record in all District 3 competition is 56-14. Meanwhile, Chambersburg this is their 5th appearance. Excuse me, they've had 5 appearances, and they're all in the last 6 years. Their record is 3-4. The only meeting between these 2 teams in districts was in 2015. That was in the first round also. That was a 46-21 win for Cumberland Valley. Actually, the Trojans in the last 3 years are 0-3 in the first round matches. Another fact here, Cumberland Valley so far has 9 District 3 championships. That's the most by any team. And in a 15-year span between 2002 and 2016, either Cumberland Valley or Central Dauphin won every title except one that Lower Dauphin got. So two of the teams that have been dominant in District 3 wrestling are here tonight. The way this is set up, there are 2 first-round matches going on at the same time, and the 2 winners will then meet about 20 minutes or so after these matches are done. That will be a quarterfinal match. The winner of that goes on to the semifinals on Thursday at Spring Grove. And the loser of the quarterfinal match still goes to Spring Grove and gets to wrestle in the consolations with a chance to finish 3rd and go to states also. So the first round losers are done from the competition. We will take a short break here and we'll return to wrestling. The wrestlers are being introduced right now, so we'll be back with that in just a couple minutes. There are so many things to get done this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's all good. But man, it can get overwhelming, especially the money. That's why I prefer F&M Trust for my banking. F&M Trust has all the mobile and online tools I need to keep on top of finances. And they have 22 locations, every one of them right here in South Central PA. That's 100% local to me. And it's banking done my way every day. If this sounds like a great bank to you, learn more now at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. We are back here on midpennbroadcasting.com for the first round of the District 3 Wrestling Championships. My partner Kenny Lemon let me know he's kind of tied up in traffic right now, so he'll be joining me as soon as possible. The matches tonight, at least the first round matches, will start with 126-pound matches. Looking at the lineups for Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley, that should, if things fall to form, should give Chambersburg a chance to get out to some kind of a lead, because the middle, starting at 126, that's their strength. So the more points they can rack up there, the better it's going to be, obviously, for them. Tentative lineups for Chambersburg would be Tyler Smith, a freshman at 106. He's 11-3 against Rustin Zelak of Cumberland Valley. He's also a freshman, 26-3. At 113, it's Cumberland Valley's Ben Mon, a sophomore, 25-5, against Will Sherrar, a freshman, 16-7. For Chambersburg at 120, they may forfeit unless they can have another kid somewhere, but their starter, Anthony Colangelo, is not wrestling tonight. I understand he is on a family trip somewhere, couldn't make it back. So for Cumberland Valley, it's likely to be Hunter Arbogast, a junior, 15-13. For Cumberland Valley at 126 is Cade Reichert, a junior who's 22-6. For Chambersburg, Cole Grove, a junior, 23-7. For Chambersburg at 132 is Seth Runshaw, junior, 16-12. For Cumberland Valley, Russell Zimmerman, a senior, 20-8. 138 for Cumberland Valley could be Mason Veeman, a senior, 18-6, or Jacob McKenzie, a junior, 13-14. Chambersburg will counter with Spencer Runshaw, a junior, 15-7. I would expect to see at 145 for Chambersburg Carson Mello, a sophomore, 8-2. He could face Cole McCoy, a senior, 10-1. 152 for Cumberland Valley, likely Jacob Hart, a junior, 10-8. against Chambersburg freshman Tate Nichter, 22-7. 160 for Chambersburg, Drake Brenize, a senior, 25-5. For Cumberland Valley, Matthew Barrick, a junior, 16-6. Cumberland Valley's 170-pounder could be Jacob Lucas, a freshman, 20-3. Although I've heard he has some injury issues. Not sure if he's going to actually wrestle tonight or not. For Chambersburg, Luke Nichter, a sophomore, 27-6. For Chambersburg at 182, Guy Lozius, junior, 9-12. For Cumberland Valley, Quinn Bonney, a senior, 10-9. For Cumberland Valley at 195, Lucas Wandling, a junior who's 14-14. For Chambersburg, Jose Chavaria, a junior, 1-13. At 220 for Chambersburg, Wyatt Hull, a sophomore, 8-12. For Cumberland Valley, Austin Kupko, a senior, 14-11. And for Cumberland Valley at 285, Quincy Thomas, a junior, 9-10. And for Chambersburg, likely a senior, Saul Chacon, who's 1-5. I understand Malachi Spoonhour, the normal starter at 285, is also out for Chambersburg. So there's the likely lineups. We know there's going to be some switches somewhere, so we'll have to make sure we try to catch them as best we can. So they're still going through introductions here. Of course, with two matches, it takes a little longer than usual. So we're going to be starting a little bit late after 6 o'clock. We will take another quick break. Battery Express and More means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. And we'll take a break here for the national anthem. And finish that Battery Express and More, the power that keeps you going, 2364 Warm Spring Road in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. And the phone is 717-331-6996. I will tell you ahead of time, we're going to be a little bit challenged to make sure we get the correct matchups. We are, as you may see by looking at your screen, we are opposite the Chambersburg-Cumberland Valley match. It might be pretty hard for us to hear who they're announcing. I think we know Chambersburg's kids, we might not know Cumberland Valley's. So if you happen to be watching and you know we're getting something wrong, go ahead and correct us. You can send a tweet to at eGotwals, Gotwals, and hopefully I'll see it, and hopefully I'll be able to make a correction in time. And there for Chambersburg here at 126 is Cole Grove. See if I can get the other name for Cumberland Valley. Did not hear any announcement made, so I'm sorry about that. The last time they met, it was Cole Grove against Cade Reichert. And this time, Reichert, if it's Reichert, hopefully got in for a takedown. I guess they hadn't given the takedown, but they did now. My man Kenny just showed up here. looking to see if there's a scoreboard opposite. That must be for the, if you see a big scoreboard behind the Chambersburg Cumberland Valley match, that is not going to indicate the score for that match. That's going to be the Central Dauphin Lampeter Strasburg match. So you have to look, there's a small screen right at the scorer's table behind the mat, right beside where the two teams are, that'll have the individual score and the time. We were going to try to set up on the side of that match, but then we couldn't see any of the scoreboard, so that would have made it really tough.
Okay. Where we start at here?
126.
126.
I know it's Colgrove from Chambersburg. We think it's Cade Reichert from Cumberland Valley.
Okay.
But couldn't hear the announcement, so. Again, if you're watching this and you know we have a Cumberland Valley name wrong, if you could tweet it out to us, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
At Ed Gottwalls. I'll be trying to check.
I think you're right on that one.
Okay. So the last time these guys met in the first dual meet, Grove picked up a 10-2 major decision with a late 4-point move. Now, obviously, right now Reichert's in charge of this. That would be a huge turnaround for Cumberland Valley.
Now that might, well, no, you're probably right. Yeah, it's hard to tell, especially nowadays after they've had so long with the 2-pound allowance and getting their descents down and all that good stuff. So
it could be, also it could be Russell Zimmerman.
Yeah. I know, but he's doing a good job of riding.
I'm thinking that might be Zimmerman now. We apologize. We only saw the Cumberland Valley guys once this year, so don't know them as well.
Yeah. We'll just call him Cumberland Valley.
So after one period, I'm thinking that's Zimmerman, so we're going to say he's ahead 2-0.
Colgrove gets the wrist. Oh, yep. Well, yep.
Yep, he got something there.
He got it. He's still getting the count.
He's going to get 2 for that.
Yeah, good wrist control there.
This your first time seeing the Chambersburg uniforms?
I actually, funny story, I got signed up last minute to do security for the Chambersburg-Waynesboro match on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So they had them on Saturday.
Yeah, I think they broke them out here last Thursday at Central Dauphin. I like them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like them. I mean, I'm old school sometimes, but.
Well, put it this way, I like them a lot better than those digital things they have.
Oh, you don't like the one that's blue and white mishmash?
No.
Oh, okay.
Grove maintaining control here. Looking for another tilt if we can
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. If he
Close.
Yeah, thought maybe couldn't settle his hips in, get the 2 count.
It's like 45 seconds to go in the second
45.
period.
He's notched a score up with this ride on the second period here.
Again, he's trying for another tilt. Working hard for
Yeah,
it.
he does. I mean, that's his thing. Oh, there it is. There's a 2 count. 3. I mean,
Down to 24 seconds left.
yeah, there'd be no reason to change anything at this point. Keep that ride, maybe try and get another 2 count.
I guess he didn't award it yet. He's just holding it. 6 seconds to go.
He probably still has that wrist. Right on the edge, short time. There it is.
So Grove leads 4-2 after 2. Looks like he chose top, I believe.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, especially if, the young man from Cumberland Valley might be dangerous on his feet.
Well, he certainly was in the first period.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, normally Grove would go neutral if anything because he is good on his feet, but clearly he got taken down in the first period and got 2 near falls in the second, so that made the decision pretty easy.
Yeah. He's doing a good job again getting on the wrist. Trying to get another count. Oh, now let's go.
That's where he's got to get. Cumberland Valley, I think, saying that he pinned himself in that, but that's the one thing you got to be careful of in those tilts.
Yeah,
you don't want to try for it too hard.
Yeah. I didn't even see that.
Well, we weren't at a very good angle to see it, to be honest with you.
All I said was, "What's going on?" What's all the yelling about?
Yep. And you may hear some loud yells at times. You don't think there's anything going on, but that could be from the other mat too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's
keep that in mind.
another mat right in front of us. Rolls right in that wrist, but he still hasn't got a count out of it in this period. But
down under a minute.
I think the last time we did this match, we had a quick conversation about how important riding, wrist control, hips, all that stuff is on top.
Yep.
I mean, let's face it. I just was talking about this in the room the other day. You have to figure out something to do on top to give yourself a little bit of a break.
Yep.
He's got to figure out pressure.
Looks like he's got bars in on the far side.
Yeah, he should get a count. Well,
he is kind of ride parallel, but now he's not.
It's short time now. I think he don't
down
have
to
the
10
angle.
seconds.
Yeah. Maybe that is Reichert. Maybe he did a good time there on this one. Kept it close.
Grove is going to be a 4-2 winner. Get Chambersburg off to a 3-0 lead. Kenny, as I said before you got here, the way this sets up with Chambersburg, with his match starting at 126, Chambersburg has a chance to get a lead here after the first, maybe say 6-7 weights for sure. And this will be Chambersburg's Seth Runshaw. And last match, Runshaw went up against Zimmerman.
So it was Zimmerman.
Now, the last time.
Oh,
the
okay.
last time they
Okay.
met, and
Okay.
Zimmerman pinned him. So.
Yeah, and I think that was wasn't that like a 10-2 match when that happened? I mean, he was
Something like that. Yeah, he was handling pretty well.
Zimmerman was handling him. Yeah. See what he can do here.
Yep. Apologize ahead of time for us not knowing for sure who these names are, but the announcements are just, with all the other stuff going on, it's just almost impossible to hear. And we're about as far away as you can get from the scores table, so we really can't go and check.
We'll make do.
We'll try.
And my guess is Runshaw's probably going to do a lot of hand fighting here, trying to keep this close.
Yep.
Not let any real deep shots.
Yeah, we don't have any way to know if CD did any dropping or not. They have Mason Veeman and Jacob McKenzie, both possibles at 138, so it could be one of those that drop down. And trying to monitor a few things online here to see if I can. That was Cade Reichert on the first match.
Okay. He's got a nice. That was a nice win for Grove. He's got a 22-6.
Yep. I have to say thanks to freelance writer Brett Keener for that information.
The world of social media. Yeah, both of them just underhooks, overhooks.
Yep, down to 8 seconds here.
Nobody wants to do anything rash here.
And that ends the first period. 0-0.
You know, and that's the thing about these guys too. Some of these guys in the same conference, same tournaments.
Yep.
See each other 3-4 times. It's interesting to see how they figure it out. Either they figure it out a little better or they don't.
Runshaw, I guess the Cumberland Valley wrestler deferred and Runshaw chose down. He's trying to prevent getting in a leg ride there, but looks like he got it in. Close to getting in anyway.
Yeah, he didn't have it sunk in, but he's covering the hip there a little bit. Now he's a little bit off. Well,
now he's got the boots in.
Yeah, he does. mean, they'll let you work something there for a little bit. Now he lets him go. Runshaw's got to be careful here. You don't want to give anything cheap like that up. Pretty good crowd in here tonight.
Yeah, I kind of figured they have the top bleachers open. I thought they might have some people up in there, but I'm guessing if CV and CD meet in the second round, they might have some people up there.
Yeah. So they go right into that second round?
Just a short break.
Yeah.
That's about it. Trying to get a message to Brett Keener here so he can.
Now
there's a cradle thrown in there.
There he is.
Runshaw rolls through, but he's pretty close.
Straighten that out. That's trouble. Oh,
whoa, that was
he didn't give it
unexpected.
up. Yeah.
Did he give any point? Yes, he gave Mac points.
He should have got probably 2 and 2 there.
Yep. Cumberland Valley rolled a little bit too hard on that one, and Runshaw was able to come out the back.
Still got a 2-0 on the scoreboard, but it had to have been a 2 and 2. Short time. Runshaw's on top, covered that hip.
Yeah, I thought he put up fingers twice.
Well, he had to. I mean, Runshaw started on bottom, ended up on top. The question is,
The only way would be if he didn't give back points, but
that could be. Maybe he figured that was a continuation of the circumstance. I don't know.
But he put his hand up 2 separate times.
Yeah.
So Runshaw's going to start on bottom. Imagine he'll be looking at another cradle attempt coming up here.
Yeah. And that's Zimmerman. I think Zimmerman probably runs a pretty good cradle. So yeah, I mean, I think that's what happened. I think maybe he didn't get the full two swipe on the second one. Runshaw needs to keep his hips up.
Yeah,
Good pressure.
He needs to be looking here for an escape rather than just trying to stay on the mat.
Did anybody confirm to you that is Zimmerman?
The message was sent.
Zimmerman's got, he's got that close. He's looking at a near cradle. Trying to lock it up. Anything saving Runshaw is he's got his head stuffed way down in there.
Yep, and the seconds are ticking by down to 52.
He can keep.
Yeah, there's back points going.
Well, he said one. He said one.
The CV guy is close to his back too. Yeah, Runshaw's really fighting hard. He's
he needs to
out.
get his leg out of there quick.
I don't think he gave any points yet.
No, not yet. He's about
there
to
he's going. There he had it.
He's about to now.
Got to stay off the back. 24 seconds here.
Yeah, he needs to kick bad there.
He's close. He is fighting hard. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he needs.
That's not a good.
He needs
11 seconds. Got
it. Oh, jeez. Well, there you go. That's what happened last time. Late pin. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be down the middle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we are. Cumberland Valley helped sponsor this.
I know. Yeah, no problem. That was good wrestling. Good wrestling.
So that'll give the Eagles a 6-3 team lead.
I've always loved Dave Hacker, to be honest with you.
Now we have Chambersburg Spencer Runshaw.
Now who is this?
This could either be Mason Veeman or Jacob McKenzie. The last time they wrestled it was McKenzie, and Spencer Runshaw had an 8-3 victory.
And when I was running this through my brain today, some of the rumors floating around, I was thinking, well, the match could go completely different very quickly. You know, because I didn't think Runshaw really, you know, should have gave up that pin late.
Well, that was that was
in the
one.
last match.
Yeah, I thought that was one place Chambersburg could save some points,
Yeah,
but they didn't.
They didn't.
Now Chambersburg does have, and they had 2 starters out the last time they met for skin condition. That was Guy Logis at 182 and Jose Chavarria at 195. They have 2 out tonight also.
Yeah.
Anthony Colangelo is on a trip with his family, and there's a takedown for CV. He's on a trip with his family, I believe, in Florida. Couldn't get back in time. And Malachi Spoonhour is also out of line tonight at heavyweight. So Chambersburg should be able to cover all the weights except maybe 120, but definitely not their strongest.
Yeah.
And CV does have Cole McCoy back in the lineup. He was not there the first time against Chambersburg. It's possible he might match up with Tate Nectar, depending on who's got the choice there.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
Because Chambersburg could put Tate at either 45 or 52. McCoy could probably wrestle either one, too. Spencer Runshaw down to 11 seconds trying to get out. He's trailing 2-0 here.
Yeah, he's getting his hips rode pretty good right now.
That was Mason Veman that pinned Seth Runshaw.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good job, Mason Veman.
Yeah, last time Veman wrestled at 45 against Tate Nectar and got pinned, so he's down 2 weights from that.
So that probably means he weighed in.
Yeah.
And then they weighed in heavy and bumped him up. He's probably getting slimmed down now.
So there's an escape for Cumberland Valley Wrestler, makes it 3-0 now.
So this is from Chambersburg?
This is Spencer Runshaw for Chambersburg.
Oh.
And it could be Jacob McKenzie, could be McCoy if he dropped down a weight. Or it could be Zimmerman if he
Okay.
bumped up a weight.
Okay. I got lost there for a second. We're in the second period here.
Well, we did get a response from a CV fan about Cade Reichert.
Okay.
I'll keep watching a little closer. So if you know we got somebody wrong, please help us out. We're in a bad situation here. Normally, we'd be at the scorer's table where you can just see that stuff, but we're parked pretty far away from there. So
I need glasses anyway, and I would not be able to from here now.
We're trying to do the best we can.
Trouble.
Thanks to Mike Catalana for that information. I'm guessing he's a Cumberland Valley fan through and through because his Twitter handle is @CVRules.
Yeah, they got a good program.
Yes, they do. Down to 25 seconds now. Runshaw really needs to score here in this period, I think.
Yeah, he does.
He's not really shooting much either.
No. And he's got to head down. He's not going to get anything out of it.
Down to 7 seconds.
So he's going to go into the third.
Yep.
Down 3-0. Runshaw says we're going neutral.
Yep.
He needs to apply a little more pressure. It's not going to matter.
I don't think he's much of a thrower, so I'm thinking he probably needs to do 2 takedowns here.
Well, and the thing about it too is I don't think the young man from Cumberland Valley is going to give him anything.
No, in fact, he might score himself here.
Yeah.
Well, Spencer hanging in there, trying to keep the far side and get out of bounds. He did that.
He's out. Well, we got minute 30.
Yep.
He needs to make something happen right now.
As we said, this is Chambersburg's. They're pretty strong through the middle here, so any matches that Cumberland Valley wins really hurts Chambersburg, more than just usual.
Yeah. Well, and I think last time they probably went into the match thinking these were swing matches regardless, 50-50 situations.
Yep.
And you know kids, Ed. You can watch them wrestle 10 times, they're going to look different every time. Or young men, let's say young men, I won't call them kids.
There you go.
Or young ladies, there's some young ladies wrestle.
Down under 50 seconds now, and
Yeah, he's got to go.
he's
not getting any penetration.
Cumberland Valley wrestler just really controlling his head nicely.
Yeah, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do, being up 3-0.
Yep.
Just don't let him inside, and everything's good.
Ankle pick attempt there. Didn't really commit to it, but at least he's doing as much action as Runshaw is. There's a nice slide behind and close to getting a takedown. Runshaw's got his arm in there still. There it goes. There's the takedown.
Yeah.
12 seconds left. That'll wrap up a victory.
So, didn't Runshaw get a major the last
He
time
won
we
eight.
watched?
He won a regular 8-3.
8-3. Was it the same gentleman?
I'm not sure. He beat Jacob McKenzie last time. I suspect that's probably not McKenzie, but so Cumberland Valley now leads 9-3 with 3 bouts done here. 145.
Is that where we're at now? 145.
Yep.
That's Carson Mello.
Yeah, I don't think they're announcing the wrestlers at all. I certainly haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll just focus on the wrestling we see.
Now this it could be Colt McCoy or it could be McKenzie. Could also maybe be Jacob Hart if he dropped down a weight.
Colt McCoy in there at 10-1. He must have got a late start on the year, or
Yeah, he did.
okay.
I think he might have been a little bit nicked up from football, but
Oh, okay.
apologize. It's Cole McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah, easy to say Colt because that was that quarterback from Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. Mello's deep, but he's on the edge. See, that's a lot of these guys, good defensive wrestlers. They know where they're at all the time. Hug that side. I kind of like some of the new rules where they implement where the guy literally, if he just turns and bails, he's going to get called for it.
That was Russell Zimmerman over Spencer Runshaw.
Okay.
So he actually bumped up a weight from last time.
Okay. So looks like Cumberland Valley's getting pretty solid spread out in there.
Yep, they've definitely helped themselves here. That gave them a win at that weight they didn't have last time.
Yeah.
Now Mello was a 6'5" winner over Jacob Hart in the first dual meet of the year. Held off a very late attempt at near fall, I think it was, or a takedown for Hart.
Yeah, if I remember, it was
Yep. It was right at the buzzer.
I mean, it was close. It really could have went either way.
20 seconds to go in the first period, no score. It's a lot like the last match, a lot of tying up.
Yeah.
This is Jacob
yeah,
McKenzie.
yeah.
Jacob McKenzie.
Jacob McKenzie. He got a takedown right at the buzzer.
Yep. Thanks again to Brett Keener for sending that information.
Yeah. Keep it up, Brett. I mean, that's what you want. That's the chances of getting a reversal or anything like that. When there's a second on the clock after a good takedown like that, that's what you need.
Miller tries a shot there toward the end,
Yeah.
toward the edge, but couldn't connect.
Oh. So inside little slide attempt.
A lot of hand fighting and everything else going on here. Not too much. There's a decent shot.
Yeah.
In on a leg, but he's
Once
really
again,
close
he's
to the edge.
right on the edge. That's the thing.
Yep.
The bad thing is, it's close enough over there that when you're on the wood, you're done.
That's
so
true.
So they get close to the wood over there, they stop it. So
Yep.
you don't even get the benefit of the down, maybe like you do in the corner. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Good defensive wrestlers, though. They plan on that. They know where to go.
I would say this is really a key match for Chambersburg here.
Yeah.
Since
honestly,
Mello won last time, and
yeah, they have to have this one.
if he doesn't win this one, that's 2 matches they had last time. They
Yeah.
already lost.
Yeah. Let's call it how it is, Ed. They got to get this one.
Yeah. because Cumberland Valley. Oh, there's a good shot by Mello. Let's see if he can finish it.
He's
There
got
it
him
is.
down. Yeah,
There it is.
there you go. That's a good 2. Mello's an athletic kid.
Yep. He hasn't wrestled in any tournaments yet this year. He's 8-2 in dual meets. Just can't get in there with Tate Nichter at 45 and Brenni's at 52. Got 4 seconds left in the second. 2-2 tie here now. Central Dauphin is leading their match 21-0 over Lampeter Strasbourg.
Oh, okay.
So not like there's any suspense. We knew who was going to win that one.
That's a tough spot for
Yep.
Lampeter
The
Strasbourg.
Rams are the number 3 seed, but I'm thinking they're the favorites, but that's just me. Even though Cumberland Valley beat them earlier this year, CD seems like a lot better team right now than they were then.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, there's the end of the second period.
Yeah.
Tied 2-2.
They did win. Huh? What was that score? Do you remember?
It's like 35-27, I think.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. They're going to their feet for the third period.
I've been in junior high for a couple of years. I lose track.
Well, each wrestler's got a takedown so far in this match, so
Yeah.
it's going to come down to who gets the next one probably.
Yeah, we're in the third. This is crunch time right here. I mean, we're far back here, but this is a pretty good angle to watch.
Yeah. Like I said, if we'd been in the other end, closer to the mat, then we couldn't see any scoreboards at all.
He's working that head.
Minute 20 left.
Yeah. Jacob McKenzie, correct?
Yes.
He's representing himself very well.
He came in with a 13-14 record. So clearly, if he can pick up a win, that's huge for CV.
Down to a minute. Get to that spot where what's your best move?
Neither one quite ready to commit to a shot here yet, but it's going to have to be somebody toward the end here. There's Mello trying to dive for the legs, but he almost got
He almost gave it up.
almost got spun on there at the
Yeah,
edge.
he did.
48 seconds left. And the 30, somebody's got to make a shot here at some point.
Yeah.
Well, or not.
Yeah.
Could just go to overtime, but
I mean, you're right.
it'd be the same situation then.
You don't want to put yourself in a bad position, but you want to score. Oh, there it is. You get 2.
Yeah, it looked like
Now he's got to keep pressure.
Mello was just kind of waiting for
Yeah,
McKenzie to take that shot, and when he did, he really reacted quick and broke him down and spun behind.
Yeah, and I don't mean to say he doesn't have any offense, but he is a defense-oriented wrestler. He likes guys to shoot and then respond to it.
Yep. So Carson Mello picks up a 4-2 victory for Chambersburg. That reduces CV's lead to 9-6.
Well, don't look at my outfit, Ed. I came right from work.
So this will be Tate Nichter for Chambersburg.
Here it is.
And Nichter comes in with a 22-7 record with 17 pins. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pins.
He's a tough young man. He likes to score. That's what I've been noticing a couple of times I've seen him this year is he likes to score.
Yep. So this could either be Cole McCoy or perhaps Jacob Hart for Cumberland Valley, or even Matthew Barrick. Hopefully we'll get a word on that shortly.
This might be give us our CV guys in there. Give us some data. This might be Cole McCoy.
Yeah, he has wrestled at 45. And Nichter has been at 45 for all the tournaments so far. He frequently bumps up to 52 when they stick Mello in that lineup for duel. And McCoy, if that is McCoy, he comes in with a 10-1 record. So since he got back in the lineup, he's done very well.
Just from total observation wise, I'm thinking it probably is him because he's you can tell that Nichter's being very cautious with.
Yeah. There's a stall on red.
Yeah, sure.
I think the reason for that was he's just riding the line.
Yeah, he's backing up a little, but I mean that was a little,
pretty quick compared to some
Yeah,
other matches.
yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Down to 30 seconds in the first period. Nichter is definitely pushing the action, but he's really only had about one or two shots.
And the kind of the golden rule is what's the guy doing off the whistle?
Yep.
Is he going backwards 2 or 3 steps, or is he holding his space, or is he circling? If he's backward, then yeah, they're going to hit you with that every time.
There's three more shots in a row for Nichter, and he finally connects.
Yeah. That's what you call putting some moves together at once right there.
Yep.
I think he did 6 different things at one time.
Okay, that'll end the first period. 2-0 for Tate Nichter of Chambersburg. That's Cole McCoy.
Okay. Good, then we got a good match here.
There's an escape for Nichter. Well, or they're just gonna give 2, I guess.
Yeah, that was everywhere. So now Nichter says, I don't even need to go to the mat. Let's just go live.
This is getting physical a little bit here. So he let McCoy up to get back to his feet. 4-1 Nichter.
Got that Russian. It's one of my favorite moves.
McCoy keeps himself right on that line. There's a shot though. That'll help him out. But Nichter comes right back with another shot.
He's trying to get high.
Yeah.
There it is.
I think McCoy knew where he was there. He was in danger of going toward his back, so he just gave up the 2.
And this is where you start to get sharper when you get into the postseason.
And this is one of those matches now with a 6-1 lead. Nichter has to get bonus points for Chambersburg, I believe.
Yeah, you want to at least get a major here, I would think.
Yeah,
I mean, if he could get something tight and pin him, that'd be, obviously.
Yep.
What coach would say? Well, I would like that. Well, of course you would like that.
Yeah. A lot of yelling here in the CD.
Oh, yeah.
Lampeter Strasburg match. Even if we wanted to, we'd be able to tell you what's going on because we can't see the scoreboard.
Well, I can tell you one young man's got a power half, and I mean, he's cranking it.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
McCoy had a nice move off the start there, but Nichter was able to handle that and get back on top.
Yeah. Nichter rides a real nice tight waist.
34 seconds left in the second period. Nichter had 6-1. From what I've seen this year, well, there's a attempted turn him over, but he gets a lot of his pins from takedowns. Not necessarily the actual takedown move, but then boom, he hits. As soon as he gets takedown, boom, he goes right into, something to turn him over.
Yeah, you'd call that kind of maybe transition wrestling.
Yep. McCoy's pretty tough though, so that's gonna be harder, obviously, to get on him.
Yeah.
That's the end of the period. 6-1 Nichter.
6-1. That's so bright. I thought it was 8-1, but you're right. It is 6-1.
Yeah, it's a little hard to read for those of us who are eyesight challenged.
I've been putting it off. I need to go see.
I keep thinking I should bring some binoculars along, but you don't think of that going to a gym.
Yeah.
McCoy takes down for the third period. Nichter stops his initial move.
Get that ankle trap now.
So for Nichter to get a major, he needs a couple near falls here.
My guess is he's probably going to ride a little bit and then
Let
just
him up.
kind of.
There's McCoy trying to put Nichter on his back. That was a really good move by both guys there.
Easy beats.
No change, but McCoy certainly had Nichter scrambling, that's for sure.
So in all that activity, we got one escape.
Yep.
One escape.
Which he was probably going to give him anyway eventually.
Yeah.
Good movement from McCoy on that though.
We're in the third, 6-2. I mean, I know that Nichter would like a major, but he's going to be smart about it.
Yeah, that's true. You can't go crazy on that. Minute 12 left.
Yeah, you're only up by 4. If he would get another pretty solid takedown, my guess he's going to let him up right away and go for.
Well, he certainly does not. He's not going to be able to muscle McCoy like he has some of his other opponents I've seen. Down to 50 seconds.
And McCoy, he needs to get some openings to try and score as well.
He's definitely still shooting.
Yeah, he's coming forward.
23 seconds. I have a feeling Nichter's not really going to try too much fancy here.
Yeah, he's gonna
just to make sure he preserves the win.
He's just gonna try and keep him away from the leg area.
To give McCoy credit there, he got warned for stalling in the first period, and there's been nothing since that.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's holding his area.
And this was going to end with a 6-2 win for Tate Nichter.
And towards the end there, Nichter wasn't really forcing the issue to get him moving around a little bit. He was okay with just holding his area and letting him have his.
So we are now tied in a team score 9-9. But I would say that at this point, with 5 matches down and where we are in the lineup, that's probably a big plus for Cumberland Valley. This is going to be Chambersburg's Zay Kirk. Let's see if we can find out about Cumberland Valley here. My source, Brett Keener, was even mentioned that it's hard for even him, and he's down the floor to find out who's doing what here. I know it's a little bit of a challenge here with the way it's set up with 2 different matches going on. And
yeah.
But I know when they had these at Cedar Cliff, they would announce both opponents in both matches as soon as they were starting. At least people knew.
Yeah.
This could be Matthew Barrick or Jacob Hart, I'm thinking, for Cumberland Valley. As Zay Kirk comes in with a 2-16 record. Barrick is 6-16 and Hart is 10-8.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess it's Barrick.
We got. It is Barrick.
All right. Then it was a good guess. So this is anybody's, this is anybody's match, so to speak. But if I had to guess, I'd say Chambersburg needed a little bit more.
Yeah, because I started to say earlier, the last 3 weights to be contested tonight are 106, 113, and 120. That could very well be 18 points for CV. And you throw in 285, where Chambersburg might be forfeiting. That could be 24 in a row at the very end. So that looks pretty bleak.
Yeah.
Now, last time they moved Wyatt Hall up to 285, and he did pin his Cumberland Valley opponent. That would have to happen again to really be anything realistic, I think, for Chambersburg. But so Zay Kirk and Matthew Barrick are tied 0-0 after 1.
Zay's a long wrestler. I mean, if he could utilize his length a little bit better, he could score.
In the last match, Kirk wrestled at 170, and he was pinned by Jacob Lucas from Cumberland Valley. I'll be interested to see what CV does. Our understanding is that Lucas is, I think he has like an elbow injury or something. I heard he might be wearing a brace on his elbow, but I have a feeling if they don't think they need that match, they might not risk him. It's conceivable.
Yeah.
Or they could, I see he's over there with an elbow brace on.
Yeah.
And I think Chambersburg would probably prefer wrestling him against Luke Nichter because they think they got a decent chance to win that, although Lucas has a great record. But I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see what the coaches decide to do.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, we don't know what the injury is.
It's something to do with his elbow.
Yeah.
He's wearing elbows.
Yeah.
So you can see him over there.
I can see that. What I mean is structurally, how good is the elbow? Because, I mean, if they're going to risk injuring the boy, well then that's ridiculous.
And he wouldn't even be out there in uniform if that was the case.
Yeah. That's my thoughts, too.
But if they think they have a really good chance to win the match, I would think they might just hold off, maybe use him against CD. But so Kirk and Barrett going at it here.
He got in real tight and then just couldn't finish. I mean, he's just not giving up yet. He's got to keep turning. Well, now he's got the hips over now. Yep, there's
2 for Barrett.
Yep.
So it's 3-0 Barrett here in the second period.
For years and years and years now, Cumberland Valley, Central Dauphin, you got to wonder who the next, couple teams are that can come in and challenge.
Maybe nobody.
Maybe nobody.
No, I mean, every year or two, there's somebody that pops up. Spring Grove's been good. This year, Manheim Central's got a nice team. They're the #1 seed. Spring Grove's #2. I would say that Central Dauphin has 2 really good kids this year, Chris Wright and Andrew Wirt. Cumberland Valley coming into the season really didn't have any what you'd call stars.
Yeah.
But they do have some kids with some great records here now.
Solid, yeah.
So they've kind of, we're going to the last period here with Zay Kirk against Matthew Barrick, and Barrick leads 3-0. I think Kirk chose neutral.
That's what you need to do when someone's shoving into you. You got to make them pay for it. Just can't back up.
And Cumberland Valley has 5 kids with at least 20 victories so far.
Yeah, and then they don't have an easy schedule.
No, they don't. That's why they got seeded number 11. They wrestled a really tough schedule. Lost a couple out of district. I think they lost to Kiski and Central Mountain and Northampton, who's always a big time state power. And then I think they lost to Dallastown, but I suspect if they wrestled Dallastown again, that would be a different result too.
Okay.
Cumberland Valley is one of those teams too that typically is not at its strongest in the beginning of the season because there's a lot of football players that wrestle.
Yeah.
And they're just not quite in wrestling shape, or else they're sitting out for a little, like McCoy, sat out for a little while with an injury. But you know, you get to the end of the year like now, then they're
Yep.
ready to roll.
They're all ready. They're wrestlers now.
Yep. I mean, you look at Chambersburg as comparison. I think they might have had 1 or 2 kids play football, maybe. There's another takedown for Barrett.
Yep. That's kind of going to seal that up.
Gives them a 5-0 lead.
I remember years ago, we wrestled Redland, first match, second match of the year, something like that, in Redland. And they had JVs wrestling from 160 up. And I said, hey, what's going on? He said, oh, you know, our football team made it to the state semifinals. And he said, I'm not going to see them kids for another 2 to 3 weeks. He said, it's just killing me.
Yep, yep.
But what do you do?
Yep.
What do you do? You know,
And there's a final score.
5-0.
Matthew Barrett with a 5-0 decision.
3 more on Cumberland Valley.
Gives them a 12-9 lead. And we are.
There is Brent Eyes. That is Lucas.
Yep. Okay, this should be a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Drake Brenice from Chambersburg is a senior, 25-5. Jacob Luke is a freshman, 20-3. Very nice season for the freshman.
Yeah.
We want to thank Lucas's dad for helping to sponsor this event tonight. He's a member of the Cumberland Valley Booster Club, and they agreed to split the cost with the Chambersburg Booster Club.
Nice.
Who's Brian Nichter is the contact there for Chambersburg.
Yeah.
So there's a good sweep there by Brenice, trying to get him down in bounds, but still got a chance.
Yeah, he needs to elevate,
dancing
kind of
there
pull
by
back a
Lucas.
little bit.
Got a chance now, at least they're on the map. But
Yeah.
Lucas fighting tough.
He's elevate that thing big time.
There
you
he
go.
got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Good fight by both wrestlers there.
Yeah, good fight.
Really nice sweep takedown, and then Lucas wouldn't let him bring him down early, and it's very close to getting out of bounds.
This is another pivotal
Well, yeah.
match.
Yeah, I mean, Chambersburg has nice roll out there by Lucas.
And I don't see him favoring his elbow. He looks pretty good.
Ooh, great ankle pick there by Lucas.
Yeah.
Whizzer in by Brent Eyes right near the edge.
He needs the whizzer ankle.
Stands up. This is going to be a good bout, I think, folks.
Yeah, that was close. That was real
some-
close.
That's some good wrestling there by both. Nice ankle pick, and then Brent Eyes fought out of it. I would say both these two guys, Brent Eyes was in states last year, and I would say Lucas is certainly a good bet to challenge for a spot there this year.
Yeah, I'm sure. The only problem with where their section is my gosh. You have some sections where you get 4 kids out, and you're like, that's the best 4 kids out of that section. But that's a tough section to get 3 or 4 kids out of. You're going to have a really tough guy that's not going to go to districts.
Yep.
It's a shame, but they moved him around a little bit more nowadays. I think they repositioned some people and made it a little better. But
Yeah. Hey, McCoy got in deep.
Yeah, he did.
And he's got it at the edge.
That's Lucas.
Lucas, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'll tell you, he's been very quick on his shots. He's been able to get in on Brent Eyes' legs. That was with 9 seconds in the period here.
Short time. He's going to want to finish this out on top.
Yep, and he will, with a 3-2 lead for Jacob Lucas.
There it is.
Brent Eyes has choice. He's going to take down.
Yeah.
Brent Eyes is 25-5, and Lucas is going to give him an escape.
So now he ties it up.
All his matches have been lost in tournaments. And he's normally not getting taken down very much, so
Yeah.
that was definitely a feather in Lucas's cap there. And he looks very quick.
Yeah. He looks
It's a good
fine.
shot by Brent Eyes.
Yeah. This little sweep.
Same sort of situation as the first time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. Now, wait a minute.
going to say that. I don't know why he didn't get it the first time
Yeah.
he fell, but
I mean, he went right to his back.
yep.
A little bit
Brenice is going to give him an escape, so
was,
they're both thinking this is going to be on her feet, folks.
yeah. I mean, it sounded violent, but at the end of the day, it was just a little foot sweep.
Yep. So Lucas with a 5-4 lead. That's not right.
It's
It should be.
Brenice with that last
I'm
takedown.
sorry.
5-4 lead.
It should be 5-5 then.
Wasn't, yeah, it was 3-2.
Yeah.
3-2, then
They both have. I'm sorry.
should be 4-4 maybe.
It was 3-3, and then Brenice got the takedown.
Well, Lucas let him up.
Yep, I got that.
That's where the
Then
other,
Brenice
that's
got the
where the other point
takedown,
came from.
and then he let Lucas up.
Boy, that was
There's
nice.
Brenice with a takedown. 7-4, Brenice on the scoreboard.
That was a nice little slide there.
Yep, that is correct. That's correct.
And you gotta.
And he let him up again.
And you know his elbow might not be feeling the greatest, and you also wonder how much could he train this week.
Yeah. He's going for that ankle pick. That must be his go-to move.
Yeah.
He got one good one.
He did a real good one.
So Brenice now has 4 takedowns after that one. Lucas has 1. He now in charge here, 9-5. And maybe that elbow's bothering him. Hate to see that.
Yeah.
We will take a quick break here while they tend to Mr. Lucas. Winter is here, and Franklin Hardware and Pet Center in Chambersburg has your supplies. Snow shovels of all types, de-icer, salt, and everything that goes with winter weather conditions. Stock up now at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. Phone is 717-263-2624. You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. And we're back to the action here.
Yep.
Hopefully Jacob Lucas is okay. It is, I believe it's 9-5.
9-5, yeah.
9-5, and
9-5.
Brenice gets another takedown.
Yeah, Brenice
See, I think he would have had to get another
turning up the.
escape there, so.
Is this the second? Is this still the second?
This is still the second, yes.
Okay, okay.
8 seconds left. I think it should be 11-6.
Central Dolphins up 31-3.
Brenice trying to hang on here for
Trying to
6
hang on
seconds to
there.
go. Lucas
Yeah,
trying to get one
it's,
before the buzzer. So it's going to end there. It is 6 now. They did add that point.
Yeah.
Hey, I was right on one.
That's all right. I got your back.
So Drake Brenice with an 11-6 lead going into the third period.
And
Lucas
he's
is going to take neutral.
he's like a neutral
Now-
nowadays.
No, actually he took down and Brenice let him up. So
Okay.
there's another point for Lucas. 11-8. Clearly Brenice got woken up a little bit there when he got taken down first.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it wasn't first, but in the first period.
He's hitting a couple pretty good sweeps since then.
Yep.
It's still 11-8. I mean, it's still
Yep.
anybody's match.
Yep. Brenice has kind of picked up the pace a little bit here.
Yeah. He's trying that snap,
Trying to change levels a little bit.
and it's it's what you got to do.
And He's keeping Lucas out near the sideline.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there was a stall warning there or not.
Yeah, that was a, it was a warning.
Okay. That's the first one of the match.
Yeah.
Lucas had been backing up a little bit there. He hasn't had a shot for a while.
You know, Brent Eyes' credit, he's working the head pretty good.
He is, and he's kind of cut off those ankle pick tries too.
Yeah. I mean, if Lucas could get a takedown here pretty quick, I mean, we're talking about a 1-point match.
Yep, 54 seconds. There's Brent in on a leg, but Lucas has that sprawled pretty good.
He's got pretty good hit pressure on that situation.
Probably not going to get much out of that. All this is going to do is eat up some time, probably.
Yeah.
And he gives it up, back to the feet. 37 seconds left.
Down 25. Still working the head a little bit.
They're both working it real hard there.
Yeah.
Not quite as much as that Rutgers guy was on Sunday, if you saw that match with Penn State.
Man,
That was a slugfest.
Don't even get me started on that match. Oh, I was furious at that match.
Yep. Down to 14 seconds, and there's a stall call. There's a point for Brent Eyes.
A point for Brent Eyes. That's gonna get it to where even if he does get a takedown, if Mr. Lucas gets a takedown, it's still gonna have a 3-point difference if he lets him up.
7 seconds.
Short time. It's
Gonna be
12-8. Brent Eyes wins.
Yep, that's correct. So that will tie the score again.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Brent Eyes accounted himself, or Lucas accounted himself there pretty well.
Now 12-12 after 7 bouts. This should be Luke Brent Eyes, or excuse me, Luke Nichter. And we're not sure who CV has out there.
If that was Lucas,
Could be.
This would be Quinn
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
If that's the case, that's who they met last time, and Nichter scored a pin in that one.
Now, I think, wasn't it the last time that we watched? Did he really get it? I think the last didn't.
I'm sorry.
This was a situation where.
That's right. That's right. He led off the match with a tech fall. You're right.
Yeah, and we said, why is he trying to score points right now? He needs a pin.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Coach Bencher's thinking the same exact thing this time.
Now Luke comes in with a 27-6 record, and he does have 12 pins. If this is Bonnie, his record is 10-9.
And what to clarify that a little further, what I mean is like get something tight and work for a fall.
Yeah.
When you're tilting somebody, yes, you're scoring, but you're not technically working for a fall. You don't get many falls out of a tilt situation.
Right. We've got some blood time here. Take a quick break here. When you want banking that's done your way, try F&M Trust. Not only does F&M Trust have secure mobile and online banking, they have 22 community offices, all right here in South Central Pennsylvania. So get banking done your way. Visit fnmtrustonline.com today. Member FDIC. We are back to action here. Nichter is going to let the CV wrestler up.
Yeah, he should. Give him a point, let him up, and then try and get something, in transition.
Again, he also likes to score from his feet to the back a lot of times.
Yeah.
He's got a cradle situation. He swings behind for 2.
Got one boot in, kind of hanging the other side. Trying to work a power half. Oh,
he's really doing some
little
cranking.
cross face there. I think if he would have brought that back a little bit, the official might have called that.
See if we can find out who this is for Cumberland Valley. Oh.
Victor's on top with 14, 13 seconds left. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Why are you trying to tilt the young man?
That's going to end the first period.
It's 8-1 Nectar. A lot of wrestling going to happen in the gym tonight, huh?
Yes, indeed. Starting their feet for the second period here. Nectar with a slide by there. Didn't give it. And him out of bounds.
Now you lose this first round.
You're done.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Second round loser goes on to consolations on Thursday at Spring Grove. And I would say whoever does lose the second match tonight has a decent chance of doing pretty well in his consolations.
Yes.
Nectar really hanging on the head there, trying to set up some kind of big move.
Yeah, and I'd say,
and I got no
you know, work a cradle or something that can get pretty tight.
Trying to get a little bit of a bar in there.
He got his bonus now, so he needs to, you know, bar him up, half him up.
Leading 10-1. This is Jacob Hart.
Oh, okay.
Apparently Bonnie is out of the line of hurt.
Okay.
Thanks again to Brett Keener. Jacob Hart wrestled last time at 152, so he's up to 182 tonight.
Wow. He would have had to weigh in over, what, 162?
Something like that. There's a stalling warning on bottom. Down to 11 seconds to go in the second. Still 10-1.
He's pretty much controlled. He's getting a little bit stale when he's parallel like that. I'd like to see him come out to the side and run some stuff.
Yep. Well, Hart held him to just a takedown in that period.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
So Hart's going to take. I thought I saw him signal down, but it looks like they're going to go neutral.
They're neutral.
So Nectar's got to get some points here to at least get the technical fall.
Yeah.
Hart's mission, of course, is to not allow. Oh, there's a big throw. Oh,
Oh.
Hart turned down out of it, though.
He did.
I thought there was going to be a lot more.
Yeah, he kind of like let up on the opposite side, and
I think Hart might be.
yeah, probably.
I don't know if he can't. It was funny. Before they started that period, the referee was talking to him like there might have been something wrong. I guess it's the nose again.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break here. Battery Express and more. And more means batteries for cars, trucks, heavy equipment, boats, ATVs, including computers, laptops, watches, security systems, and dog collars. Battery Express and more, the power that keeps you going. 2364 Warm Spring Road, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 12. Phone is 717-331-6996. And again, in addition to our four sponsors, we would also like to thank Cumberland Valley Booster Club and the Chambersburg Booster Club for splitting the costs on this. District 3 does charge a fee to live stream matches, so we really appreciate the fact that they were able to help us out and help you guys out and give you a chance to watch this. There's a good pickup, takedown, and now
he should settle in.
Back. He's got 1 minute and 20 some, so he doesn't have to rush. It's pretty tight, although he doesn't really have his weight on that one shoulder.
Well,
and that will be the technical fall.
Yeah.
17-2.
You can tell he He knew what he should have done there, and he didn't.
Yep. So that's going to give Chambersburg a 17-12 lead. And we have 6 bouts to go. 195 for Chambersburg will be Guy Losius. Losius is 9-12. He's a junior. And I think for Cumberland Valley is Lucas Wandling. Junior is 14-14. And they did not wrestle first time because Losius was not in the lineup.
Okay. I was getting confused. I was thinking of an overtime match. That would have been the Carlisle match.
Yeah.
That was Carlisle match. Yeah.
Clearly, this is one Chambersburg absolutely has to have because they won't be favored probably.
You say this is Wanling?
I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Try to find out here. I mean, last match against CB Wyatt Hall scored a pin at heavyweight over Quincy Thomas. But they're certainly not favored at 220. And the last 3 matches, 126, 113, 120.
Yeah, guys, I think just kind of feeling each other out here for a minute or two.
Losius is definitely best on his feet, so for him to score, he probably needs to do it from there.
And they're just digging foreheads in at this point.
Yep.
Forehead to forehead. Better than ear to ear.
True.
Now, if he would maybe commit to that little knee sweep, that might be something.
Too many shots here so far. Down to 20 seconds to go.
Yeah. Seemed like a quick first period there.
This is Austin Kupko.
Okay.
And he's got a record. He's a senior with a record of 14-11. I guess this is kind of a toss-up match.
Yeah.
The first period ends with no score. Guy Losius of Chambersburg against Austin Kupko of Cumberland Valley. Back on her feet to start the second. Central Dauphin now holds a 40-3 lead. Certainly no surprise there.
Yeah. Well, and that's somebody said the other day about the Chambersburg Central Dauphin match that happened the other night. I don't care what's going on. They just produce solid wrestler after solid wrestler.
They do.
Central Dauphin.
And they're really tough on top.
Yeah, they're tilts are.
They're tilts, and when they get somebody over, they pin them frequently. I put it that way.
They don't have many holes.
So they make you change your strategy because they're so good on top too.
Yeah. You don't want to go down.
No, well, and they'll go top sometimes.
Yeah.
Lots of tugging and not much else going on here for the 195-pound match. There's a semi-shot by Losius. I haven't seen Kupko with a shot yet, but
Kupko is just digging his forehead in.
Yeah. And Losius hasn't been able to get in on anything. He's a couple half-hearted attempts, but
yeah, I mean, he needs to commit. If you're going to take a shot, take a shot.
Kupko was in the lineup the first match of the year at 220. He earned a forfeit there.
Okay.
Down to 40 seconds.
Both guys are just trying to fight for inside position.
Been no stall warnings yet. And Losey's is doing those sort of half shots.
Yeah.
Kind of going down enough to at least tap the leg, but that's about it.
that's exactly what he's doing. He's saying, look at me, I'm taking shots.
Well, the official hasn't acknowledged that as a shot, probably, so.
No. Now, I mean, if he continues that.
Yeah. Two seconds.
2 seconds, one. There
It's
you
going
go.
to be 0-0 after 2. I'm thinking this is probably one, or I mean, the Cupco's choice, and he takes down.
He's going to go down, yeah. Loses says, I don't need.
Yep.
I don't need to waste any energy. You're going to get out probably. So let's just work on me getting a takedown here.
It's pretty much always going to come down to the feet. There, he's got the leg.
Yeah. Now when he now he kind of
He walked him right out of bounds. I mean,
he did. I mean,
he got in on it, but
he
took all his momentum.
He did. He just kept
he
driving
took,
him.
He took Cupco right to the edge and made it easy for him to get out.
Yeah, I mean, you get in that tight on the knee, break down, and try and elevate that knee.
Well, at least he showed he could get in.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
Honestly, I haven't seen Cupco with a realistic shot yet. He did snap the head a couple times, and he is pushing forward, but in terms of shots, I wouldn't say there's been any.
And he's bigger than Lozon, and what he's doing is.
Yeah, because Cupco wrestled at 220 last time they met, and Lowe's is actually a 182 pounder, so
yeah,
definitely using his strength a little bit there up top.
And that's where the hand fighting comes in for Lozon. Am I saying that correctly?
Losius.
Yep. Losius, you're right. It's where the hand fighting comes into play. Then you don't got a guy just kind of collaring up with you and driving you back. Wrist control, smack them hands away and try and take a shot.
We're down to 50.
Getting down to 56, 55. Yep. Still one escape.
And Cupco's just got to hold his ground there. He's doing a pretty good job of that.
Yeah.
And he still has not been warned, so he's doing enough to keep away from that.
Yeah.
If Losius was shooting more, it might be different, but he's not now. I guess Chambersburg's got to hope for one move here. 33 seconds.
See, now that's what you call making it obvious.
Yeah, it is.
Get in there, tie up, and shove into him and let him know that, hey, I'm doing what I can here.
And if he goes high like that again, maybe he can sneak one in low if they break, but
yeah,
it's down to 20 seconds.
And then, he kind of got aggressive 10 seconds ago.
Yep.
Should have got aggressive 30 seconds ago.
And now Cupco's got him tied up.
Yeah.
Well,
short time there, yeah.
That's what Chambersburg had to have, so Austin Cupco comes away with a 1-0 victory over Guy Losius.
Yeah.
Brings Cumberland Valley to within 2 points at 17-15. 220 for Chambersburg is going to be Jose Chavarria.
Cumberland Valley
is.
If that was Cupco, I wonder who.
Well, it's possible it could be Wandling. It could be Connor Mundus. I think that's about all the options they have.
Yeah, but man, is he ever lanky?
Yes, he is.
I don't think anybody will ever be as lanky as Dawson Peck.
Yeah.
Crazy. So lanky that
CB's in on the leg. Trying to pull Chavarria back.
He's trying to score. Yep,
Picks
right
him
on
up.
the edge.
Nice.
Yep, right on the edge.
Very nice work there.
So you don't need term. This is probably going to be a problem here. Technically, you do normally get pinned with an elevated Turk, but he's got the shoulder on the opposite side. Now he's going to adjust.
He is near the edge. That's one good thing.
Yeah.
Chambersburg has going for him.
He's
But
fighting. There's the
There it
fall.
is.
Yeah, that was the fall.
Minute 33. So we're trying to figure out who that was for Cumberland Valley. We're going to guess it was Lucas Wandling. That gives the Eagles a lead, 21-17, with 4 matches to go. And this is going to be at 220. It's going to be Wyatt Hull for Chambersburg. I'm sorry, this is 285.
Yeah, 285.
Wyatt Hull for Chambersburg and Quincy Thomas for CV. And we said last time Hull was able to get a pin. He's normally a 220 pounder, but he moved up last time, and Thomas is not a real heavyweight. So
Yeah. So they're probably pretty close to the same weight.
Yep.
So Chambersburg pretty much has to hope for a pin here, and then something crazy to happen.
Again, we say Cumberland Valley has a really big advantage in the last 3 weights. Probably 1 forfeit to end the match.
Yeah, that's
And at
huge
At
there.
106 and 113, they scored pins with the same matchups last time. So definitely an uphill battle for the Trojans.
Yeah, so your thought process is with that forfeit, you got to be ahead by 7 somehow.
Yep. They need some lightning, I think.
But you know, crazy things happen. You have defensive pins, and I don't want anybody to be injured, you know. I mean, but injuries happen, things happen. It's crazy.
Yep, we've all seen some crazy stuff going on, that's for sure. Central Dauphin now is up 49-3. Looks like they're at 106 pounds, so they're only 1 weight ahead of the other match. Down to short time here in our match. Hull and Thomas, 4 seconds left.
If I remember correctly, it's kind of the same situation where they kind of were feeling each other out a little bit.
Yeah, I think the pin happened in the second period, if I remember right.
And Hull's a decent scrambler when he's wrestling.
Well,
so.
Hull is 8-12, and all 8 wins have been by pin.
Oh.
Thomas comes in with a 9-10 record. Hull is out.
Yeah, he's out.
Haven't given one yet. There we should
Now,
have
if
it. Yep.
he wants to work for a takedown here, so that was his choice. He chose down. So it's going to be Thomas's choice for the third. So you got to assume you probably got a 1-1 match here. Takedown would be crucial.
Yep. Trying to working the head up there, both of them.
Update on the other bouts, 49-3. Central Dauphin.
Yeah, the drama for CD is going to come in the next match.
Yeah. Of course, that's always interesting.
Again, we really haven't seen any good shots from these guys between Hull and Thomas. Of course, the officials are going to let the heavier weights go.
Yeah, they're going to,
for the most part.
They're going to realize they're not going to see many shots. And if you're big and strong enough at heavyweight to shoot, then that's a huge advantage.
Yep. We just got confirmation that was Lucas Wandling at 220, as we suspected. He got the pin over Jose Chavarria.
Okay, yeah. Big win.
So I think we know all the Cumberland Valley guys left now.
Yeah, we're we're finally locked in.
Down to 14 seconds to go. Or just the single
Same
escape
thing.
by Wyatt Hall. There's an actual shot. He's got the leg, but
Yeah.
waited till the last couple seconds, so nothing doing. Going to the third period. Hall will be on top, leading 1-0.
And I don't know what he likes to run on top.
Staying heavy on the head there and broke him down. Thomas trying to get back up again. Looking for a cradle.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got it locked up.
No, he doesn't. He's kind of hanging there right now.
Yep, Thomas
There's the
breaks
escape.
free.
Yep, there's the escape.
Thomas kept his base really well there and was able to just gradually get up to his feet. So now it's going to be a takedown to win probably.
Yeah,
We don't have one yet, so
it's anybody's match.
it's ironic. Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley are also playing tonight in boys and girls basketball.
Oh, okay.
CV night.
That is weird.
Down to 50 seconds.
How are those squads doing?
Boys are doing real well. Like they're 13 and 4. And the girls, I think, are 6 and 11. 6
Okay.
and 12.
Getting down to the time here where somebody says somebody needs to score.
Yep. There's really only been one actual shot so far. And that was in the last dying seconds of the second period.
Yeah, and he's trying to get on top of the head, but
16 seconds to go. 1-1. Well, there's a shot.
he got the leg. No,
Yeah,
didn't finish it.
Thomas was able to pull out of it, so it's going to end regulation at 1-1.
There it is.
Go to a 1-minute sudden victory period here on their feet. Clearly, this is a match Chambersburg absolutely has to have. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're better off losing and going for it than not going for it.
And neither guy have really showed anything offensively.
No.
Like what would you think would be your way to score here? And I don't know.
Well, it may come down to the rideouts.
Yeah.
Coach Mincer for Chambersburg. Tell him to get there. There he goes, a double leg
There he
takedown.
showed there.
And he's certainly ought to have it there.
Oh,
Yep.
oh.
Almost had the half Nelson
Yeah,
to give
if
it
he
a
would've-
try. So Wyatt Hall will come up with a 3-1 victory in sudden victory period. And that will bring Chambersburg to trailing by 1, 20-21. And now we go to 106. Chambersburg will be Tyler Smith. He's a freshman with a record of 11 and 13 against another freshman for CD, Rustin Zelak, 26 and 3.
Yeah.
And
That's a tall order.
And Zelak came up with a pin the first time. Zelak obviously putting together a tremendous freshman season. There's a takedown.
Yeah. Zelak with a takedown, running that wrist tough.
He's a pretty good size 106 pounder. He's definitely got some size on Smith.
Yeah. And I think Smith probably is on the smaller side
Yes,
for
I agree.
106.
There's a pin for Central Dauphin on the lower mat here. They're now ahead 58-3.
Yeah.
They probably have one match left.
Yeah, you might be right, yeah.
Zelak throwing in a leg there. Working Smith near the edge of the mat.
Still 2-0. I mean, Smith's doing what he needs to do to try and not give up any back points.
Yep.
A lot of times when you're on bottom, a lot of it's just moving. You just got to keep moving. You let a good guy on top settle in. That's when he's going to start scoring some back points on you.
Yep. So far, Zelak content to remain on top instead of the takedown, let him up thing.
Yeah. Well, I think he probably gets some points on top, so he's going to try and.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he'd scored a good many points before he got the pin last time.
Yeah. And how much of Smith remembers what he gave up points in, and he's just doing whatever he possibly can to not give up that cheap stuff.
Yep. There was a tilt attempt that didn't work, so it's going to end 2-0. Favor of Rustin Zelak. Smith's going to take neutral. Oh, nice ankle pick there by Zelak. Switches to a single. Now he switched to a double. And he got the takedown out of it. Nice combination there by Zelak. He's looking for a little bit of inside cradle.
A little crunch
there.
Cradle, yeah. And I think Menzer knew that's what he wanted, and that's why he makes him so mad.
He's got him pretty
That's
tight.
tight. That is tight.
Yep,
There's just nothing can be done there.
2:38 will be the time on that fall for Rustin Zelak, which raises Cumberland Valley's lead to 27-20. And with 2 bouts left, and I think Chambersburg is probably forfeiting 120. This will be their last chance. And that's Will Sherrar against Ben Mon.
Now this
Sherrard's a freshman with a 6-17 record. Mon's a sophomore, 25-5. So tall order here for Will Sherrar.
Yeah. Will Sherrar, if you know any junk move.
Last time this was a pin for Mon. There's a takedown for Mon. Final score in the Central Dauphin Lampeter Strasburg match was 64-3.
Yeah, tough.
The Rams.
Hey, you know, Lampeter Strasburg made it.
Yeah, they would have been the 14 seed. I think they were 12-2 coming in. Mon trying to get some kind of a combination together here. Sherrar staying pretty flat.
Yeah, he's just, it looks like he's got inside wrist now. Yeah, he's a little tilt activity. It's right on the edge now. I'm a little confused nowadays. It used to be when the shoulders were rotated completely out of bounds, there was no back points. Now this year, several different times I've seen where the guy was completely out of bounds, but the other gentleman was in bounds and they continued to count. So
I've seen it more the new way than the old way. So you got a 3 count there, or a 5 count. That means 3 points for Ben Mon, making it 5-0 in his favor. Trying to wrap him up into a cradle here. Working hard to get that.
Yeah.
Don't think he quite has it locked yet. But he's getting closer.
Yeah,
now
I think he might have her now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Yep, there's the end of the period.
Yeah.
5-0 Ben Mon, Cumberland Valley.
And it's a shame too when you have injuries and, you know, it's tough to say, well, why on earth would you go on vacation now? We're in the middle of wrestling season, you know.
Yeah.
I know my wife, she likes to do stuff a year in advance. She's crazy organized like that. I do stuff about 10 minutes in advance on the thought process.
Yep. Mon works a quick escape there in the second. 6-0 lead.
Yeah, just
Now
drive
turns into an
through the
8-0
legs.
lead with a double leg takedown.
Probably at this point.
Trying for another cradle, looks like.
Yeah. So,
Sherrard fighting that one off.
so have you ever seen so many tractor trailers on 81?
Yeah, the last time I was on 81.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I had something weird. Well, I had something weird happen. When I was coming back from the last trip before I was up here at CD last week. I got past the King Street exit going toward Chambersburg. Did not see another car ahead of me until I got the whole time. I got off
Oh
the
yeah,
way.
that's nice.
That was probably the first time ever.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the time to travel.
Yeah, that is.
Everybody's got 81 horror stories.
Yeah.
Mon working again for the crossface cradle. 35 seconds
I
left
think
in the
if he,
second.
you know, my guess is he could commit to a cradle, he should be able to get one. Just kind of like I think he goes under and he's content to keep him pressure. And
Yeah, well, I mean, a win here clinches the match for
kind of clinches it,
Cumberland
yeah.
Valley,
So
even
it
though I don't see anybody warming up for Chambersburg, so I think they probably end up forfeiting 120.
Yeah, no, I saw a smaller kid back there, but I don't see what the
Mon
point,
working
point
for
would
tilt
that
here
be.
now. He's going to get count. Didn't give it to him. Had one count, but that was it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the second. Ben Mon holds an 8-0 lead.
And for some of these Chambersburg freshmen, this will be nice.
There's some blood time for Sherrard.
But the crazy thing was the wind. The wind was insane. And I'm doing 75.
You shouldn't say that.
And I'm being all right. And I was being passed by buses and full-size tractor trailers like I was sitting still. I said, oh my gosh.
Again, we'd like to thank the the wrestling booster clubs for both Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley tonight for chipping in to sponsor this event, so we could bring you the action.
Yeah, the more wrestling, the better, right?
Absolutely. This will be our third dual meet this year, plus the Trojan Wars. That's definitely the most we've done at Mid-Penn Broadcasting, and we're looking to do more next year for sure.
All right.
But doing these District 3 meets is not cheap, so it's nice to have those sponsors step up and help us out. We're starting the third period here in our feet. Ben Mon holding an 8-0 lead over Will Sherrard of Chambersburg.
Sharp's putting up a fight.
Yep.
And my guess is Shahar is a freshman with a lot less wrestling than what Zelak has done.
Yeah. There's a takedown from Mon, making it 10-0. I think Coach Mentors told me at the beginning of the season that Sherrard had made more progress between last year and this year than almost anybody he can remember.
Yeah.
But he was starting out with almost no experience at all. So
yeah. That's the kids you'd love to see too. But I think there's this illusion that, hey, if you didn't start wrestling at 5 years old in Pennsylvania, you might as well forget it. Well, that's not true. It's not true.
Yeah.
You got an athletic kid, they pick up on it pretty quick. Especially a big athletic kid.
Mon trying to
Now
run.
Mon's got the bar.
Down to 49 seconds to go. Getting closer to turning it. Getting closer. Referee's watching the arm. Now he's got him on his back.
Yeah.
35 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
He's got plenty of time here.
If he kind of pulls his head up and shoulders up,
Yep, he's doing
that
it.
shoulder has no choice but to go down.
He's sitting out, backing up into him, got the head up. He almost might have it too tight to get him flat.
Yeah, that's the problem with that position. I mean, the shoulders are only so flexible. So you're kind of working against yourself a little bit there.
So there's a potentially dangerous and 3-point near fall. Should make it 13-0 with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, this is it.
So maybe a little bit of a moral victory there for Sherrar. He got pinned last time.
Yeah.
This time it's a major.
Yeah, 13-0. That's progress. I mean, however you look at it.
So that will wrap up the victory for Cumberland Valley. It makes the score 31-20. And I believe this will be a forfeit
yeah.
for Hunter Arbogast of Cumberland Valley, making the final score 38-20 in the Eagles' favor. No, 37, excuse me. 37-20.
37-20, yeah.
So they will move on to face Central Dauphin in a quarterfinal match, guessing maybe like 20 minutes or so. They usually take a little bit of break, and I think they usually move the one mat off and put the other one in the center. So Cumberland Valley moves on to the quarterfinals of the District 3 Team Wrestling Championships with a 37-20 win over Chambersburg. Eagles did a little bit better job in the middleweights this time, picked up a couple wins they didn't get last time, and that's really Chambersburg's only chance was to pretty much sweep all those matches. So
yeah,
CV did a little bit of bumping up, and I think that really helped their cause.
And I think through the middle they're more solid.
Yes.
Than they were the last time.
Yep. We'll go through the winners here. At 126, Colgrove of Chambersburg won 4-2 over Cade Reichert. At 132, Russell Zimmerman pinned Seth Runshaw. Zimmerman being Cumberland Valley. I'm sorry, that was Mason Veeman. I forgot to write that down again. Mason Veeman at 132 with a pin for Cumberland Valley. 138, Russell Zimmerman took a 5-0 win over Spencer Runshaw of Chambersburg. At 145, Carson Mello of Chambersburg won 4-2 over Jacob McKenzie. 152, it was Chambersburg's Tate Nichter with a 6-2 win over Cole McCoy. 160 was CV's Matthew Barrick winning 5-0 over Zay Kirk. 170, Chambersburg's Drake Brenize picked up a 12-8 win over Jacob Lucas. At 182, Luke Nichter of Chambersburg had a tech fall over Jacob Hart of CV, 17-2, and that made it 17-12 in Chambersburg's favor, but CV ran the table from there on out. 195, Austin Kupko with a 1-0 win over Guy Lozius. Lucas Wandling at 220 with a pin over Jose Chavaria. 285, I'm sorry, Chambersburg did win at 285. Wyatt Hull picked up a 3-1 sudden victory win over Quincy Thomas. 106, it was Rustin Zelak of CV with a pin over Tyler Smith. At 113 was Ben Mon with 13-0 major over Will Sherrar. And at 120, Hunter Arbogast of CV picked up a forfeit win. Final score 37-20.
My final thoughts would be that, let's face it, I wrestle for Chambersburg, coach for Chambersburg. I'd like to see Chambersburg win, but the better team is moving on. I mean, with them not being at full strength and some of the other little problems they have, maybe it would have been a little closer contest. But at this point in time, it deserves to be Cumberland Valley and Central Dauphin. Those are the two best teams in the building, and you always want your section, district, whatever represented well, and that's what you got.
Yep, I do think Chambersburg was the number 6 seed. Cumberland Valley was number 11. I think everybody kind of realized that was not really accurate, but that's the way the wrestling is. It's kind of different than basketball because in wrestling nobody's wrestling the same number of matches, and a team like Cumberland Valley likes to go out and play. Go against top teams from elsewhere.
Yeah.
And that works against them as far as the power rankings go. But as long as they get in the tournament, they always got a shot.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thought process is, wait a minute, why are they number 11?
Yeah, right. Right. Okay, well, that wraps it up here from Central Dauphin, where the Rams, the host Rams and CV Eagles will compete here in the quarterfinals shortly. Cumberland Valley with a 37-20 win over Chambersburg. Again, we thank Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley Booster Clubs for helping to sponsor this event.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The other sponsors are F&M Bank, Battery Express, and more. Franklin Hardware and Pet Supplies of Chambersburg, and HVAC Services of Greencastle. Thank you very much for joining us, and good night.
All righty, thank you all.